We're going to make an attempt to fix or put a Band-Aid on my little tire rubbing problem here in the front of my Toyota Tacoma. Right down there, you can see where the tire has rubbed, right here. And then you can see how it's kind of shiny here on the inner fender. It's rubbed there as well. So right down across there, or right up, depending on which way I'm going. And you can see it's really been very minor. I mean, it's not been strong enough to rub through the inner fender, but it has chipped or rubbed the paint off the inside edge of the bumper fascia, I guess we'll call it a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a Dremel and I'm just going to take a little bit off the edge right here, not much. And then I'm going to grab a heat gun and I'm going to see if I can't heat this area up right here and just push this in just a little bit, not much. So I'm not going to do anything crazy. I just want to give it a try and see if it actually works. If I can get this pushed in a little bit here, because you can see, unfortunately, the way Toyota designed this, there's an edge that juts out right here. And that's what's rubbing in my case. So here we go. Wish me luck. Start right here, I guess. Okay, you guys can see, hopefully, it is down well below this lip here now. So, and we still have plenty of room for the bracket, so I didn't destroy anything there. And I can just touch this up with a little bit of that blue touch-up paint that I have. So now, I'm going to hit this area right here with a heat gun. Here we go. These things are very powerful, so you got to be very careful you don't do too much. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get it heating here a little. Again, you don't want to go nuts. And I'm not sure how much it's going to take. Keep my hand there so I don't heat up anything I don't want to. Oh yeah. It's getting pretty hot. Okay, I think that's going to get me in a little bit. You can see we're still a little off down here. Now, I could disconnect the inner fender right here, pull it out just a little bit so I could really crank the heat on it, but I don't know if we really want to do that. I think I've gotten it in a little bit. I don't know if it's enough. And I certainly don't want to damage the paint or warp the cover down here. So I'm thinking, let's see. Yeah, it's already cooled off enough that, ooh, I take that back. It's pretty warm. Well, we did manage to get it in a little bit. Is it enough? You know, I'm not sure. I don't know. But I think we did manage to get it in some. It's not exactly, you can see with the angle, hopefully, the screwdriver there. Obviously, it's not flush with this area. I could hit it with the Dremel just a little bit, but this inner fender is pretty thin, so I think it would take about no time before I would be through it with the Dremel, so I'm not really willing to do that. And it got hot enough where it almost started to bubble a little bit there, so I think I've gone about as far as I can go with the Dremel, I think. For now, I think I've gone as far as I want to go. The other thing is, right here, there is a metal bracket, and I think I might be able to loosen the bolt a little bit and kind of turn that bracket this way a little bit to kind of even get that out of the way. I think there's a little bit of movement in there. So I'm going to raise the truck up a little, and then we're going to see if I can turn that sideways a little bit to give myself even more clearance here. Okay, the edge of the clip I'm talking about is right here. I want to pull that in a little further if I can in that direction towards the front of the truck. So I'm going to loosen it up a hair. Actually, I think it takes a 10mm socket. Go figure. No. Wrong one. Let's try a 10. There we go. Of course it's a 10mm socket. What else would it be? All right, let's loosen that up just a little bit. We can move it just a little, but not a whole lot. Matter of fact, I'm not sure if it moves at all. But let's assume it did, hopefully. Of course, I have to hold it while I retighten it. There, yeah, I'm not sure if it moved at all, actually. Let's take a look on this side. Maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit. There is a nub over there I could actually Dremel off if I wanted, and then it would slip over. There is a little like place that sticks out that holds that clip, but I think we're going to go with that for right now and see what happens. So I am going to go ahead and touch that up with a little bit of touch-up paint and give it a nice finished look for what it is. Well, that's it. We got it done. I got the touch-up work done on it, and that touch-up paint is pretty almost spot on. You certainly couldn't tell the difference underneath the truck up there in the wheel well. I wish it would have pushed in a little bit further, to be honest. Like I said, I was kind of starting to bubble the inner fender plastic a little bit with the heat, so I didn't really want to go any further with that. Because I didn't want it to melt and, you know, break on through. So I think I got it about as hot as I could get it and still be able to form it without damaging that inner fender. I did take a quick little test, just backed out of the driveway and backed up. There was no rubbing. However, that's not a real world situation, so it'll have to wait until I'm actually, I guess, out driving around and go somewhere where it could happen. So we shall see. Let me point you guys up here. You can see it. It's probably easier to see from down here. I'll zoom you guys in. Right up there, you can see right, my finger over there, right there is where we were working. And it looks good, nothing's damaged. I did trim it a little bit as far as dremeling it, so everything looks pretty good there. I am pretty happy with it so far. That's my attempt at fixing the Tacoma rub that I have right now. Hopefully it was successful, we shall see. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Real quick, little shameless plug. If you haven't before and you're interested, check out my other channel. It is RobMotion, all about the Jeep Gladiator back there. And don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on what happens next. Thanks again for watching. Stay safe out there.